I'm going to gather all my tools here today. I've been meaning to do the strings and then whatever, so Deodario, I like these. I've been using these for a couple of years now. This is the 12 to 52. I've now started to tune to C sharp, which is a half step down from D. I'd always gotten confused by all of the tunings and everything, so I literally just have a cheat sheet where I Googled all of these things, and I just have them all down, so that way I remember X, Y, and Z tunings. Because standard, half step down, D, C sharp is where it ends up being. So these are, I'm using a little bit thicker strings. I'm going to be doing the head field today. And another thing, I've been using one of these things to help to mute the strings. For someone like me who's not very good, any little help is more than welcome. Usually, you don't ever get help from people on the internet. People just want to tell you how stupid you are. So I end up just having to figure all this stuff out on my own, which is kind of the fun of it anyway. So let's take this off. So it's just going to get in the way, and it's easy to put back on. String locks. String locks are the best. Oof. There's nothing. If I ever am in a point where someone wants to make me a guitar, that's the main thing I would have, string locks. String locks, and maybe I've never tried an Evertune, but maybe that would be something fun to try. Nobody's ever gonna ever ask to make a guitar for me, or custom, because you have to be good to do that. But anyway, this goes really simple. I mean, it's really simple to do. It doesn't take that long, and I don't know. I've been trying to play a lot, but time just gets in the way. And then sometimes you just don't want to do anything. You just want to, when you have a little bit of downtime. Whenever I have a decent amount of downtime, I just want to sit down and not do anything, because every other time, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to work, there's all these things you have to do, and playing guitar just falls further and further down. Let's move you down just a little bit. All right. Ideally, I'd like to do this on a table, but these strings, I've noticed, you start getting marks on the strings from where you're hitting them, or maybe that's because I do it wrong. Everything I do, I don't know. So there's a good chance that everything I do is wrong, and I acknowledge that. And I'm willing to listen, but usually people don't ever. People just want to tell you you're stupid and then move on. Which, I mean, that's their problem, not yours. They all came out in one go, which is rare. I'm trying to do this while I'm doing other stuff, so I'm not rushing through it, but I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. So I just want to get this done. And actually, I want to record some stuff. I've been using TikTok to put stuff up just like I do here. If you want to see the latest and greatest, go to TikTok first. I have all my latest stuff on TikTok, and then it eventually comes out on YouTube. Nobody really cares, but just in case. You don't need to have the thicker strings to downtune. There's a lot of guys that just talk about using even standard 9 to 42s and downtune that way. That's absolutely a possibility. You're completely capable of doing that. I just like the sound of the thicker strings. You get a little bit more oomph, or at least maybe that's all in my head. I don't know. There's a guy on TikTok I was watching, and he was talking about how there's a lot of woo-woo in guitar, and like people that have certain methodologies that aren't really, they're just more of something that's in their head rather than something that's real. There's that whole debate on pickups and wood, and I think for me the best thing is an aesthetic. Everything else is okay. These pickups are really nice, and the pickups are what make it, I think, at least from what I've seen. See, I'm already done with the first two. I tune them later. I tune after the video, because sitting there watching somebody tune is as boring as watching somebody string a guitar. Oh man, I've been doing YouTube for over 8 years now, and you start seeing people. I start getting a lot of, oh, you're not, you don't have blah blah blah. You're not monetized or anything like that. It's like, nah. You have to fall into trends, and you have to constantly chase whatever people want to watch, and that's just not my mission statement here. This is something that I like to do. This is something that I try to maintain just out of my own need to have some sort of an outlet. But if I had to be honest, I mean, the best outlet for me, the best thing in the world is sitting there, my wife and I just sitting there watching TV and not having to think about anything other than just watching something on TV, and that's it. If I could just do that, somehow I could get paid to do that, that will never happen. That would be best. This is, maybe I should do this more often. I'd be in the middle of like 3 things, and then I realize I don't have any videos for the back end of the week. I don't need to have a video because I do have things to fill those gaps, but I'd rather do this. And plus, I need to do this. YouTube is fun. YouTube is a lot of work. But ideally, every now and again somebody watches, and every now and again somebody's nice. Very, very rarely does that happen, but, you know, it's fun to do. If I did this to try to make money, or try for like some sort of a people looking for validation of something, or I'd have been gone a long time ago. And that's why a lot of people try this, and they don't instantly have a viral video, and they don't instantly have a million subscribers. They give up because that was their goal, which, I mean, I don't blame you, but to me, this is it. This is success. I don't have to worry about anybody telling me what to do. I don't have to chase the trends. I don't have to have a bunch of people chase a bunch of people. Well, this guy's doing this, and so that means I have to do this. Everybody's doing this, so I'm good. Ugh. I couldn't imagine living like that. It's just not how I operate. It's not how I operate on any level, really. So that's it. We are up, is it 52, right? Yeah, 52. I like the sound of 52, especially when it's down-tuned. On this guitar, especially with these pickups. Like I said, these are my favorite pickups out of all of them. When I know I need to have a oomph, these have, and the Headfields do. So boom, 12 to 52 Diodario. If you watch this far, you didn't. You're not real. You're a bot maybe, because nobody watches this. My mom doesn't watch this far. Nobody does. But this is done in about 10 minutes. And the beautiful thing, perfectly in tune. You can't do better than that.